So good evening, sir. I'm John Vincent Magallanes Sayo, and I will explain my answer about trigonometric and logarithmic function. Number 1. If cosine theta is equals to 25 over 24 and theta is in quadrant 4, find the other 5 trigonometric function theta. So the given is adjacent is equals to 24, hypotenuse is equals to 25, then the opposite is equals to 7. So we're finding the y. So negative b is equals to the square root of c squared minus a squared. Negative b is equals to 25 squared minus 24 squared. Negative b is equals to the square root of 625 minus 576. 625 minus 576 is equals to 49, the square root of 49. So multiply each side by negative 1 is equals to b is equals to negative 7. So let's find the other quadrant. Sin theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse is equals to negative 7 over 25. Tangent theta is equals to opposite over adjacent is equals to negative 7 over 24. Cosecant theta is equals to hypotenuse over opposite, then is equals to 25 over 17 is equals to negative 24 over 7. Secant theta is equals to 1 over adjacent is equals to 1 over 24. Cotangent theta is equals to 1 over opposite is equals to 1 over negative 7 equals 1 over 7. So the number 2. Express secant theta minus sin theta, tangent theta as a single function of theta, secant theta minus sin theta, and tan theta. So 1 over cosine theta minus sin theta times sin theta over cosine theta. 1 over cosine theta minus sin squared theta cosine theta. Then 1 minus sin squared theta over cosine theta. Cosine squared theta over cosine theta. So cancel the cosine theta. So the remaining is cosine theta. So secant theta is equals to 1 over cosine theta. So the tan theta is equals to sin theta over cosine theta. Sin squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equals to 1. So the cosine squared theta is equals to negative sin squared theta. So the number 3. Express tangent squared x minus secant squared x in terms of sin x and cosine x, and simplify tangent squared x minus secant squared x. So copy the sin squared x over cosine squared x minus 1 over cosine squared x. So sin squared x minus 1 over cosine squared x. Copy cosine squared x over cosine squared x, then cancel. The cosine squared x, it comes from tangent x minus sin x over cosine x. Secant x is equals to 1 over cosine x sine squared x minus 1 is equals to negative cosine squared x. This is so the answer is 1. So the number 4, find the exact value of cosine 5 pi over 12. So cosine is equals to 5 pi over 12 times 180 degrees over pi 1. Cancel the pi. So equals to 900 degree over 12, because 5 times 180 degree is equals to 900 degree. 12 times 1 is equals to 12. 180 degree over pi. Cosine is 900 degree over 12 is equals to cosine 75 degrees. So the cosine 75 is equals to 0.2588. So the number 5, express a cosine 270 degrees minus theta and b is tan pi plus x as a function of theta or x alone. So the given is cosine a minus b is equals to cosine a and cosine b plus sine a and sine b. Cosine 270 degrees minus theta. Cosine 270 degrees minus theta is equals to cosine a, cosine b plus sine a and sine b is equals to cosine 270 degrees cosine theta plus sine 270 degrees sine theta is equals to 0 cosine theta plus negative 1 sine theta. So the 0 and 1, it comes from cosine 270 degrees minus 0. Sine 270 degrees is equals to negative 1. So it equals to negative sine theta. So the letter B, tan pi plus x, then tan a plus b is equals to tan a plus tan b over 1 minus tan a tan b is equals to tan pi plus tan x, then over 1 minus tan pi tan b. So tan pi is equals to 0. So 0 plus tan x over 1 minus 0 times tan x is equals to tan x over 1. So is equals to the tan x. So number 6, use the half angle identity to find the exact value of sine times negative 22.5 degrees. So sine times theta over 2 is equals to positive or negative the square root of 1 minus cosine theta over 2. Sine times theta over 2 is equals to negative to the square root of 1 minus cosine times negative 45 over 2 equals to negative square root of 1 minus square root of 2 over 2. So then over 2 equals to negative square root of 1 minus square root of 2 over 2 times 2 over 2 times 2. So cancel the 2. So the remaining is negative square root of 2 minus 2. So 2 times 2 is equals to 4. So sine theta over 2 is equals to negative square root of 2 minus square root of 2 over 2. So number 9. So number 9. Secant squared b is equals to 1 over 1 minus sine squared b. So 1 over 1 minus sine squared b is equals to 1 over 1 minus sine squared b. The statement is true. The alternative. Secant squared b is equals to 1 over 1 minus sine squared b. 1 over cosine b raised to 2 is equals to 1 over cosine b squared. 1 over cosine b squared is equals to 1 over cosine b squared. So the statement is true for any value of b. So the number 10. Cosine 2a is equals to cotangent a minus tan a over cosecant a and secant a. Cotangent a minus tangent a over cosecant a and secant a. Cosine a over sine a is equals to minus sine a over cosine a over 1 over sine a times 1 over cosine a. So cosine a squared minus sine a squared over sine a and cosine a. So 1 times 1 over sine a, then cosine a. Cosine a squared minus sine a squared. So cosine times 2a. So the identity is true. So the number 11 is tan squared x minus sine squared x is equals to tan x sine x raised to 2. Sine x over cosine x raised to 2 minus sine x squared is equals to sine x over cosine x times sine x then raised to 2. Sine x squared over cosine x squared minus sine x squared is equals to sine x squared over cosine x raised to 2. Sine x squared over cosine x squared minus sine x squared minus sine x raised to 4. Cosine x squared. Sine x squared over cosine x squared minus sine x squared minus sine x raised to 4 over cosine x squared is equals to 0. Then sine x raised to 2 minus cosine x raised to 2 sine x raised to 2 minus sine x raised to 4 over cosine x raised to 2. So the answer is 0. Sine x raised to 2 minus cosine x raised to 2 sine x raised to 2 minus sine x raised to 4 is equals to 0. Sine x raised to 2 minus 1 minus sine x raised to 2 times sine x raised to 2 minus sine x raised to 4 is equals to 0. Sine x raised to 2 minus sine x raised to 2 minus sine x raised to 4 minus sine x raised to 4 is equals to 0. Sine x squared minus sine x raised to 2 plus sine x raised to 4 minus sine x raised to 4 cancel out. So the answer is 0. 0 is equals to 0. The statement is true. So the number 12. Tan x minus cotangent x over tan x plus cotangent x is equals to 2 sine squared x minus 1. 1 minus 2 sine x raised to 2 is equals to sine x over cosine x minus cosine x over sine x over sine x over cosine x plus cosine x over sine x. So negative cosine 2x is equals to sine x squared minus cosine x squared over cosine x then sine x. Sine x squared plus cosine x squared over cosine x then sine x. Negative cosine 2x is equals to sine x squared minus cosine x squared over 1. Negative cosine, so the negative cosine 2x is equals to negative cosine 2x. The statement is true for any value of x. So the number 1, 3 ln x over 13 is equals to 13 over 3. ln x is equals to 13 over 3. X is equals to a, then x is equals to cube root of e13. So the number 2, logarithmic 2x plus 7 is equals to 0.25. 2x plus 7 is equals to 10 raised to 0.25. Then 2x plus 7 is equals to 10 raised to 1/4. 2x plus 7 is equals to cube root of 10. So 2x is equals to cube root of 10 minus 7. Then over 2 is equals to 2. X is equals to cube root of 10 over 2 minus 7 over 2. Then x is equals to cube root of 10 minus 7 over 2. Then the number 3. Logarithmic squared. Logarithmic 2x raised to 3 plus 5 is equals to 5. X raised to 3 plus 5 is equals to 2 raised to 5. X cubed plus 5 is equals to 32. So x cubed is equals to 32 minus 5. Then cube root of x raised to 3 is equals to cube root of 27. So cancel the cube root of 3. Then the x is equals to 3. The number 4. So number 4. Logarithmic 4 and quantity 3x plus 1 times x minus 4 close is equals to 2. Quantity 3x plus 1 times quantity x minus 4 is equals to 4 squared. 3x squared minus 12x plus x minus 4 is equals to 16. 3x squared minus 11x minus 4 is equals to 16. 3x squared minus 11x minus 4 minus 16 is equals to 0.
3x squared plus quantity 4x minus 15x minus 20 is equals to 0. X quantity 3x plus 4 minus 5 quantity 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. Quantity 3x plus 4 times quantity x minus 5 is equals to 0. So x raised to 1 is equals to 3x plus 4 is equals to 0. So x1 is equals to 3x over 3 is equals to negative 4 over 3. So the x1 is equals to negative 4 over 3. So the number 5. Logarithmic x plus logarithmic quantity 13 minus 3x is equals to 1. 0 plus logarithmic quantity 13 minus 3x is equals to 1. Logarithmic quantity 13 minus 3x is equals to 1. 13 minus 3x is equals to 10 raised to 1. 13 minus 3x is equals to 10. Negative 3x is equals to 10 minus 13. So negative 3x over negative 3x is equals to negative 3x over negative 3x, also the same. So the x is equals to 1. So the number 6. In ln quantity 6x minus ln quantity x plus equal to ln 4. ln quantity 6x minus ln times quantity x plus 1 is equals to ln 4. ln 6x over x plus 1 is equals to ln quantity 4. So 6 over x plus 1 is equals to 4. So 6x is equals to 4 quantity x plus 1. 6x is equals to 4 x plus 4. 6x minus 4 is equals to 4. 2x over 2 is equals to 4 over 2. So x is equals to 2. So the number 7. ln 5x is equals to 16. So 5x over 5 is equals to e raised to 16 over 5. So the x is equals to e raised to 16 over 5. Number 8. ln x plus ln x cube is equals to 12. ln x plus 3 ln x is equals to 12. 4 ln x over 4 is equals to 12 over 4. So ln x is equals to 3. Then x is equals to e raised to 3. So the number 9. Logarithmic 3 quantity x squared minus 9 is equals to 3. X squared minus 9 is equals to 3 squared. X squared minus 9 is equals to 27. So x squared is equals to 27 plus 9. 27 plus 9 is equals to the square root of 36. Then square root of x squared. So x is equals to positive or negative 6. x1 is equals to negative 6. Then x2 is equals to 6. So the number 10. ln e raised to ln x minus ln quantity x minus 4 is equals to ln 3. ln x minus ln quantity x minus 4 is equals to ln raised to 3. ln quantity x over x minus 4 is equals to ln 3. So x over x minus 4 is equals to 3. X is equals to 3 quantity x minus 4. Then x is equals to 3x minus 12. Then x minus 3x is equals to 12. negative 12, minus 2x over negative 2 is equals to negative 12 over 12. So the x is equals to 6. So number 11, logarithmic 7 and quantity 3x plus 2 minus logarithmic 7 then quantity x minus 2 is equals to 1. Logarithmic 7, 3x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equals to 1. 3x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equals to 7. 3x plus 2 over x minus 2 is equals to 7. 3x plus 2 minus 3x plus 2 is equals to 7. Quantity x minus 2. 3x plus 2 is equals to 7x minus 4. Then 3x minus 7x is equals to negative 14 minus 2. So negative 4x over negative 4 is equals to negative 16 over negative 4. So the x is equals to 4. Number 12. Logarithmic 16, then square root of x plus 1 is equals to 1/4. Square root of x plus 1 is equals to 16 raised to 1/4. Square root of x plus 1 is equals to quantity 2 raised to 4 raised to 1/4. Quantity square root of x plus 1 is equals to 2. Then cancel the square root. So x plus 1 is equals to 4. 4 because 2 times 2 is equals to 4. Then x is equals to 4 minus 1. Then x is equals to 3 because 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. Thank you.